What's up, guys? John here, back at it again with another movie review. Today we are taking a look at Five Nights at Freddy. I was able to go see that this past weekend, and despite what the Rotten Tomatoes scores critically wise are saying, I don't agree with the critics. I rarely agree with the critics. I feel like they're wrong most of the time, and if you look at the fan Rotten Tomatoes, I think it's at like 90%. So the fans seem to really enjoy this movie. I am coming from this as somebody who knows very little about Five Nights at Freddy, so I'm completely unbiased. I just like horror movies, and I like some of the cast members going into this. I like Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard. I was a huge fan of Josh Hutcherson back in the day. But anyways, enough of that. Let's hop into what I thought about the movie. Overall storyline, pretty solid. It had a solid beginning, middle, and end. Proper progression, proper character building throughout the movie itself. I think it hit on all those levels. In terms of acting and acting ability, I think pretty much everybody in this movie did the role and the job that they were supposed to. There wasn't really a lagging member or somebody who brought the movie down in any way. I will say that Vanessa's character, played by Elizabeth Lyle, I think it is, I don't know if it was the writing for her, she seemed like a little kind of weird for that role. But I mean, I guess it makes sense with her past and background and all the stuff going into that. So maybe that makes sense there. Like I said, I don't know enough about the whole franchise itself to be able to get too in depth on that. Overall, musically, did a solid job at setting the tones, keeping things creepy when they were supposed to be, and keeping things playful when they were also supposed to be. It is a Blumhouse production, so even for the budget that they had, they're still gonna have solid work-ins with production overall. Camera angles and film-wise, I think they did a good job setting the tone with that as well. A lot of creepy angles, shadows, not fully showing things off. It kind of adds that extra edge to the movie. It was an interesting movie from somebody they had apparently, so there was YouTubers in it that were involved, that had done like playthroughs of the game and such stuff like that. So I thought that was neat that they were able to incorporate people in their community into that, as well as just keeping it a fun overall story. My opinion going into this was that it was going to be like a kind of, a kid's horror movie, basically, because that's what the game seems like. Maybe a little bit scarier, but I just thought it was going to be a kid's horror movie, and that's basically what it turned out to be. It's not super scary. It's not super corny. It kind of flirts with both edges of, and it does flirt with the edge of being a little bit corny and whatnot and childish, but I think that's the whole point, since it's kids that were murdered and put into the animatronics, so it only makes sense. Anyways, though, I enjoyed this movie no matter what a lot of people say, and that's from somebody not really knowing anything about the lore or anything like that. So if you don't know much about this movie, I do think you'll enjoy it, and I definitely think it's one that you should see in the theaters. I'm going to give it an overall 7.5 out of 10. Initially coming out of the theater, I gave it a 6.5, but kind of looking into it a little bit more and seeing some scenes that were on like TikTok and stuff, and just really like thinking about it, I bumped it up to a 7.5. It's very enjoyable, it's fun, it's entertaining, and it has some fan service and does service to the content creators that helped promote this. So 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought down below. Yeah, we got more to come. I haven't been to the movies in a couple weeks. Just some stuff going on and whatnot, but we were able to finally get in there and see this one. So we got more movies coming. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.